We tried to cross about like 3 times, but we couldn't cross because I was too young and I always like cried or I always like made it difficult. They would drug the kids. They would like give us some medicine to like fall asleep, and then that's how they would cross us across the river. And so yeah, they we got us they got us to fall asleep, and they would put us in a empty wheel, and so they would just kind of like stuff us in, and then they would kind of just like float us. And with me, the water kind of like splashed in my face, and so that kind of woke me up. And with the other kids, well, either they were just too drugged, or in the case of like the little girl, she probably just drowned. Um, but yeah, I didn't get to see her after we crossed the river. I just know that I just remember hearing that they were just screaming like, "Hey, we have to go. Like, she'll be fine." And so yeah, we crossed, and we ended up going like through the whole like the streets and like the desert, I guess. And every time we had to cross. Oh no, we had to go through like uh, trucks so that they could pick us up and go. And there was a lot of gangs that knew where we were going, and so they would always like stop by and like specifically to like rape the woman, and that was kind of like their ticket to like cross. I went to the we went into this inside the truck. It's like a U-Haul truck, and they stuff you inside with a bunch of other people, and the only reason they stop is to get gasoline to drop people off at their destination, or if someone dies from like heat exhaustion and stuff. And they stuffed me and my friend Daniela. They stuffed us into the corner, and we kind of just had to sit down. And the only thing we had was like a gallon of water, but it was already like empty, and a hole to breathe through. The When Daniela was on, like, she would always make fun of me. She would always say that I was like weak and stuff, and because we would always cross, and I would always complain. And so I thought that I was thinking, I was like, oh, I have to be like tough and not like complain and stuff. And then I was just wondering like, oh, how, how could she just like sit like lay there, like, cause she had her head rested on my shoulders. How could she just like lay there and sleep the whole time? And I tried kind of like waking her up, and my um the person that was like that I was given to, she just told me that she was asleep, cause and so I just like let her be for the whole ride. But I just thought like, man, she's really strong. Um, but when we got off, um, I realized that she was dead. She wasn't asleep the whole time. And I realized it because when we got off, instead of them taking her with me, or with us, they carried her and they just went around the truck, and that's when I like knew that they were just gonna like probably just like bury her, or put her somewhere else. And now when I can be in tight spaces, but that just like it makes it hard for me to breathe. And when I see a bunch of like trucks that are like that similar to that truck, I like I feel like somebody like I feel like the breath is like taken away from me. Like I just can't breathe.